Whatever error blessed you with the experience, understanding that there was no way in hell that language, artist, or instrument was known to someone in Northumberland County. But moments pass. "Guys, I think I'm stuck," shouted Farid. "What's wrong with this idiot? Sticking himself out the window," I said. "He should have known that was going to happen. Beat him." I heard the unmistakable sound of slaps and turned around, surprised to see that Maaz was actually hitting him. Thankfully, it was just playful, enough to make Farid squirm and us laugh. "Pull his ass in before he gets hit by something," Nawaaz yelled over the dying moments of the song. Maaz yanked Farid in by his ass, and they fell into a heap on the back seat. Seeing them there, I understood how people could be so happy with only a few square meters. I needed even less, after all. I only needed a car. Could we make it happen? Here, there were no banyan trees, no bats going extinct. The soil was covered in pine needles and dying dreams, and yet, the troubles were the same. Where do you fit in? And how do you fit happiness into that? This was how you passed the time in any era, traveling between dead trees or living trees, on your way to a trading post, a market, a school, a church. You spoke of worldly things while seasons came and went, and bark faded and frayed around you. Snows, rains, and winds saw their cycles repeat. You stuck your head out of the car window from time to time to look up at the sky. Before that, a man stuck his head out of the trading caravan. Before that, a person looked up from the back of a horse. Before that, someone looked out through an opening in the tent or the rocks. Clouds and stars, cosmos and the great horizon. They all wondered, when will it get better? None of them gave any serious thought to when they would die. Chapter 1. The White Umbrella. It was middle school, June, the zenith of my life, right before things ended. A triumphant tempest of a year that culminated in the district baseball championship. I was due to pitch on the final day of the 2-day tournament, and was both nervous and filled with vigor at the prospect. I arrived at the field at 8 that morning, squished hot dogs in my knapsack, ready to pitch. I was sweating by 10. My t-shirt stuck to my back as the sun beat down on us all, and the cicadas hummed their dirge in the distance. The dust from the pitcher's mound only served to obstruct my vision, but I was ready to throw my heart out. Halfway through the day, just as the final game was starting, I noticed Alana and her friends in the bleachers. They'd come to be our unofficial cheerleaders. With Alana watching, there was no way I'd let myself perform poorly. I threw the ball harder than I'd ever thrown it my whole life. And when the final batter hurled his bat to the ground in frustration, I was elated. And not just because the game was over. We'd actually won. I looked around in disbelief, shocked that something this jubilant could happen. My teammates were all celebrating around me, and Alana and her friends were jumping up and down in the bleachers. Even in the handshake line, exchanging dirt and sweat with the kids on the losing team, I still couldn't believe it. Not just that we'd won, but that something so unfiltered in its goodness could happen in the midday sun, in the afternoon heat, to me. I was accustomed to cutting things off, going home early, leaving TV shows and movies unfinished. There was always a prayer that couldn't be missed, or a sermon that needed attending. There was always something more important than a baseball game. And yet here we were, 3 games in, 1 day later, celebrating success. My face was red and purple on the long walk home, and I began to feel the breeze of the cooling day as I meandered back. I didn't know it then, but that was one of the best days of my life. That tired ache as one step led to another was a welcome pain. The kind I cursed at the time, yet secretly loved because it meant I'd done something. I heard